here, where unfortunately our friend Chihiro is hanging, which is not great. So let's just see if we can give her some justice, see what happened here. Let's talk to everyone, start the investigation, and then go for the trial. Can I talk to Kyoko? I guess I can only look at the body. For now. For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already, there's a word written there. On the wall. The word bloodless is written on the wall. In blood.
So...
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodless in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodless is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer?
What?
Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
what is this?
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style. But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
But going so far as to write bloodless at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity.
Well,
I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is it now? Toko. Hina was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No, why? Gadunk. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko. Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood.
Oh,
So she's hemophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. That isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out before, somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard.
Huh?
What? Sorry about that, I was just so shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
what the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
Well...
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything is fine. At least the stutter's all gone. Yeah. That's a good thing, right?
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be the best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? She totally ignored me. Very well, you can take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second, rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat
There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course.
Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing, it's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Then it's happened again. Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What, does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that. Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you break to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum.
It's the Monokuma file.
Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
See ya
So
later.
please do your very tippy-top best on this investigation.
No way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all our other friends.
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore.
Oh,
I hate it too.
no! Help me!
I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey.
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That is true, but to jump into it so soon.
What?
What, do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead, you're a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object?
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect, or I'll beat some into you.
Calm down.
Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko,
Because
if we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
that's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
What?
Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey. Hey.
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually.
I just came up with it. I mean, if only one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. But it said 2 people, so we'll see what happens.
So then.
In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey.
Well, in a good mystery, you don't always want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one, we'd totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Farewell for now, I'll catch you guys at the class trial.
Hmm.
I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then 1 more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up.
So,
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped off.
there is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation toot sweet. What does that mean? Quickly? If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That is true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Investigate. First of all, I better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 AM. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. He was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Monokuma File 2 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Hey Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course, life without purpose is quite dull, you know? So, what did you need? I'm gonna let you cooperate with me during the investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent, the same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But... we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. That's it. Alright, let's get started. Should we talk to people first? This is probably the better weapon. Cool. She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of her lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. Look who's talking, dude. She does seem to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. If you have time to talk, you have time to start investigating. Okay, man. I use this locker room all the time now. It's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else and carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still.
Well,
I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
perhaps.
Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she just never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However,
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come in here in the middle of the night to train in secret? But that she would also have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Okay, Sakura's account. Kondo. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl. After all, most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about that stuff. Because of Chihiro's complex, I can't help wondering what it might be. Mondo's account. There's a dumbbell on the floor and there's a bloodstain. There's a bloodstain on a dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. You do know Sakura's right? What do you mean? Cool name, by the way. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the true section of the handbook. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of the case. Most girls aren't that strong, and then literally Sakura's right there. Yeah, I understand. Sorry, I usually put the chat on the screen. I just stopped doing that because someone just came in to spoil the game. So it's so that's why you're not seeing your messages, but yeah, I'm responding to the chat. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up in the wrong person with the wrong person this time. So this is our next location. I didn't even get to see the body. This place relates to investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? He's such a dick. Yeah, we all do. We all hate Byakuya. Maybe this gun was used to... No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes. A surveillance camera. Even as Chihiro was being murdered, I bet the mastermind was just sitting there watching. They know what's happened, and they're still forcing us to go through with this. I mean, there's nothing really else to see. There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf which have nothing to do with the case. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yeah, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go into the girls' locker room and only boys can go into the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So in other words...
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
Such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing from someone else is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Not necessarily, I mean it's not lending if you borrow a dead person's book. Yep, exactly. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on, you're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so...
Why you?
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions, figure out the rest of your own damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Dude, I just want to kick this guy in the face so hard. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. He's just dragging us and we're just following him. Car reader, cool. There we go. We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out myself? Which means they could use Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get in. Yep, exactly. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. Here's the answer. No, wait, there's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. That's not suspicious at all. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did, you're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning the handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see, yeah, now I understand. Main hall e-handbooks.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
Yeah, when he getting his dead girlfriend's handbook. Yeah, when he opened the box, I was like, he for sure is gonna get Sayaka's. But yeah, that's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. Yeah, wait, remember. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, hurtless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey!
You're making me angry! Now I'm really angry!
What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point, okay? It does.
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
We'll see what it is. Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Or maybe not Leon. Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact it's not turning on. Well, not exactly.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. We'll get answers to every question asked, so that's good. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook. It didn't even turn on, so we didn't get to see the name. Okay, then this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Not quite. I hate this guy, dude. For many reasons. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you really think? You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
No, he doesn't. Absolutely, I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say it has killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. What do you... Okay. You really think... You truly believe...
Don't make me repeat
What?
myself.
Okay, there we go. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Even Edgeworth would hate this guy. Man, I really want to play that game here as well. Yeah, Edgeworth's kind of shitty, but there's a person behind that shittiness, you know? And there's trauma, and there's a lot of things, but this guy's just ass. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. This guy would be more like Karma, you know? Evidence is something like that really... Hey, you two. Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play
We're
with
busy.
you.
Leave us alone.
Cause, I mean...
But it's an emergency. Emergency. Come on, please. You gotta help me.
Please!
This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina?
Cause, I mean...
But it's an emergency. An emergency? What happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya? Makoto's such a dumbass.
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay, man. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
It looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Let's go. Junto? Toko. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. I love how we are 1 meter tall. It's wonderful. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her and, you know, see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Mommy? You know, they're just so huge. Maybe everyone's like 3 meters tall. Hurry up and do it. Okay, man. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. But she's fine. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Okay, so I think it's pretty clear what's happening. Mostly, right? And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago... I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murder's fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But...
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Well, her prince. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever.
Huh?
You gonna talk to her, Byakuya? I guess you can be nice when you want to. No, you can't. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone, you're all so annoying. Bakula.
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have a control ever again. Okay. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. This guy, man. Yeah, okay, I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. Why, dude? Just let him go. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library. Come on, let's go in. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Shut the fuck up, dude. If I remember, on the other side of this door is the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Whoop. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. Okay, man. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. You have a sharp eye indeed to select that file, huh?
that's right.
That's a report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. Not this one. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Huh, it's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? He was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. There's so many files stuffed into the shelf. What's in all these things?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh. So are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope Speak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this, it's just too unreal. What's wrong, you still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple, those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies? What makes you think your common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a second, you're saying you've read all these documents? And more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of documents, government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that even possible?
So in other words...
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family's a member of that council. I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world at my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all the levels of this world, backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's an excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is a Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is a complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin with, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack's murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene the word bloodless is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodless is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key official and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other words...
the culprit isn't a copycat killer, is a real Genocide Jack, or he has read this file. Or he has access to files like this.
In other words...
that right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really is walking around among us.
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would even become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. What a dick. About that Genocide Jack case file, could you let me see it?
That's fine.
You didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the pace where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on several pages. Ken Harada 32, Tetsuhiro Honda 17, Shoji Gaku 23, Kano Issei 14, Takeshi Yoshida 30, Komatsu Nataro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naohisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumejima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodless was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect might be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. Thus, this confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. Okay.
So, in other words,
the key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one's way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know, I feel like my mind is going numb. Genocide Jack case file, cool.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We've finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without any other word. I heard out another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play with
Come on,
you.
enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Thank you. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. Well, you are, man. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. Well, we'll see. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? Have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. There's no one here. Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as
Another stat increase for me. Evidence, what did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it.
But I guarantee
I'm sure
that
of
what I
it.
found will seal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see?
Well,
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time not there. What's it gonna be? Okay, so I need to go here, dorms, maybe Taco's room again. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is this? Locker room carpet, that's all. And then here. This poster is a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit the boys' locker room. And this is not what we saw before, so. Interesting. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about, just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it, I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. We have to do it thoroughly though, and Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth worrying about. The handbook? Dude, oh, we've seen this. She was a girl. Talking about weak women.
Damn.
Chihiro's presence here was especially weak, her body and her soul.
No forgiveness.
To target such a helpless being, it's unforgivable. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. Okay, we got this already. Big blood stain on the dumbbell. It said the fatal injury was caused by a blow to the head. This dumbbell has to be the murder weapon. There's a blood stain on the carpet. It could only have been caused by Chihiro's murder. The word bloodless is written on the wall with blood. Just like in all those other genocide cases. Under every crime scene, the word bloodless is written in the victim's own blood. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. I don't know if you should, man, in this case. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. The more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of the dead body. Okay. Well, one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's check this out too. It's a blood-stained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model's pretty noticeable too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? Good job, Makoto. But if they were, why? What's the reason, and what reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. 2 locker room posters has been added to the Truth Bullet section. Does it mean Aoi, Sakura, or Monokuma? You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and the girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. You have protein coffee? In the warehouse, it's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
of course.
Exactly, I noticed it earlier, the stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean, as if there was never a stain there to begin with? Disappearing stain, cool, and we know the other stain. Let's go to the library. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of cloak here. Guess not. Okay. The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord is not long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right, Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Yeah, man. Library desk lamp. I want to take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. It's gone! Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who could have done something like that, who would do something like that, I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. We saw this already, no? According to this letter, Hope Speak Academy had stopped functioning as a school, and what's more, it didn't even happen recently. Apparently it closed down over a year ago. The mastermind probably took over the abandoned school in order to start this killing game. Which explains why there aren't any other students here, because it's not a real school. And then there's these serious issues that forced the school to close down in the first place. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now? Mastermind's motive, if we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... Let's go to... Can we see where Byakuya is? I want to go to the dorms as well. I want to go here, talk to Celeste. They're just nowhere to be seen, I guess. Okay, let's go to the dorms. Oh, let's just walk and talk to the people we find on the way. See what they have to say.
How unfortunate.
Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it, I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Okay. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something? Very well, I will tell you and only you.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. I saw her too, by the way. What, really?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed her jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would ever have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. She's terrible as well. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Celeste's account has been added. Cool. Yeah, okay. Anything else here we can check out? No. Moving on. Food. Did anything change around here? The fridge. Might as well go here one more time. See if anything's going on. Where's Hina, by the way? This is Toko's room. I should probably just leave her alone for now. You can go. Oh, here she is. And I think we're close to the end of the investigation, by the way. And next time we'll probably do the whole class trial. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling about something. Oh gosh, something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimming and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah!
But don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created: outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well...
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know, she talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex and totally fine with the opposite sex? Wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Now his account. There we go. That was the last of it.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Okay, and we made it to the red door right at the 1 hour mark, so I think it's a perfect place to leave it. Next time, we'll jump into the class trial, see if we can bring Chihiro some justice, understand the whole truth of the case, and get a little bit more angry at Byakuya, because why not? So, I really hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.